welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. If you've been following the headlines this week, you probably saw something that looks straight out of a Hollywood spy thriller. But this just is a movie. It's the real-life escape of the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize winner María Corina Machado. For nearly a year, Machado has been in hiding, moving between safe houses to avoid arrest. But to get to Oslo, almost receive her award, she had to pull off a terrifying journey. She slipped out of her hideout in Caracas wearing a wig and a disguise. She had to pass through 10 military checkpoints. If she had been recognized at any one of them, she would have been thrown in prison immediately. But this was just the start. She actually made it to the coast, then boarded a small open fishing boat, which is a skiff. Then she spent about 14 hours on the open ocean, in the pitch black, battling 10-foot waves. It was a covert operation run by a private U.S. rescue team. They were terrified that U.S. or Venezuelan military radars might actually mistake them for drug smugglers and open fire. Seems unbelievable, right? 14 hours in a fishing boat just to accept a peace prize. So she lands in Curacao, flies to Norway, and finally makes her appearance. But why was she in such extreme danger? Why was the regime hunting her so aggressively? Well, it all comes down to the threat that she poses to Nicolas Maduro's dictatorship. The regime had slapped her with charges of conspiracy, terrorism, and inciting hatred. She was basically uniting the opposition. She is often called the Iron Lady of Venezuela. In 2024, she swept the opposition primaries. When the regime saw how popular she was, they banned her from running for the president. But instead of giving up, she pivoted. She backed a replacement candidate who was Edmundo Gonzalez. And then she mobilized the entire country to actually vote for him. And they won, overwhelmingly. And this is key. Machado's team actually organized thousands of citizens to collect and photograph the voting receipts at polling stations. They had hard proof that the opposition won in a landslide, even as Maduro claimed victory. That act of exposing the fraud is why she had to go into hiding. She humiliated the regime with the truth, which leads us to the Nobel. The committee didn't just give her for being a politician. No, they actually awarded her the 2025 Peace Prize for her tireless struggle to restore democracy. They specifically highlighted her courage. In a world where we see democracy retreating, she stood up to a brutal authoritarian state without violence. She actually managed to unite a fractured opposition and keep the hope of freedom alive for millions of Venezuelans, even while she was being hunted. She's safe in Oslo now, but her daughter had to accept the actual medal for her because she arrived just a few hours late. Later, then she appeared on a hotel balcony waving to the crowds. She said she intends to return to Venezuela to continue the fight. Though given the risk, it's unclear how or when that would happen. So that was the story of the incredible bravery by the Nobel Peace Prize winner of 2025. Thanks for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.